everyone. Welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. I am your host, Jess, and that is your other host,
Jess.
Hello, Des.
Hey, Jess.
How are you doing today on this beautiful, lovely, rainy day?
I'm good. Actually, I'm so glad you mentioned that. The weather's beautiful. I was like coming home from running an errand, and I was like seeing this tree that has like beautiful orange and yellow leaves right now.
Yeah.
And like the background of the sky, like kind of cloudy gray, and like it started to sprinkle. I was like brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so beautiful. What a beautiful world we're living in.
Oh my gosh, I know. And it's so cold.
Yeah, it's getting chilly. But then I got
Super
a
cold.
notification it's about to get warm again.
Well, it's crazy because everyone's like, I love this winter weather. And I was like, dude, it just became autumn right now.
Yeah, it's
like,
not winter
we're not
weather.
even in winter right now.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. But how's your week been?
You know, busy. Busy.
Yeah, I get that. Super busy with school and all your fun extra activities you need to be doing.
Yeah, fun. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like, and I'm so scatterbrained, dude. I just be forgetting things everywhere, but just pretty busy but I would say still fine.
Yeah. That's cool.
What about you?
I've been okay. I injured my knee.
Right.
So
I forgot we haven't talked about that yet.
Went out of commission.
It was like right after our last episode.
Yeah, I hurt myself at the gym and I like couldn't walk. I can kind of walk now. It still does hurt a lot. I'm really hoping that it heals soon because it sucks. Like, I think I was like on a really good kick, like almost 2 weeks of like doing the gym every day and like just like being active and stuff. And then like to like be, because like the doctor's like orders are basically like don't do anything, just rest. And like, you know, for me who does so many things, like I was like, oh, okay, like it just sucks. But I have slept so much. Yeah, so that has been nice.
Have you had any dreams you can remember?
Not that I can remember.
Okay.
But I have been having a lot of like weird dreams. I think, did I tell you about one? I can't remember if I did or not, but like I vaguely remember it was super weird. Definitely a lot of weird ones, a lot of interesting ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing that I can like think of off of the top of my head.
Someone today told me that they went on a date with someone once.
Yeah.
And they could tell like it kind of went bad. Like they wanted it to go good
on the date?
Yeah, but
Okay.
like it kind of went bad, whatever. And that they like had a dream like that night or like a couple nights later where that person they went on a date with was telling them like, hey, like I don't think we should see each other, like da-da-da. And then the next day that person was like, hey, by the way, I don't think we should see each other. And they said, well, I had a dream about this, so like
I already
it's
knew
alright.
this was happening.
You're like, I get it.
Don't worry.
And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I haven't had any of those like psychic dreams in a minute, but they are so weird when they do happen. You're like, wow, I already knew this was happening.
So funny.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a probability thing though. Like your brain kind of like takes in the hints and is like, oh, this is like the most likely thing to happen.
Yeah, but I feel like I haven't had any well, okay, I've definitely had some where like I definitely like something was gonna happen, but I've had some where like it's like down to someone saying a phrase and it's so random. Like I dream of like the most random thing that happens the next day or later that day.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why would that even matter? Or like, why would I dream this?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've really had any dreams like that, but I've had just like I don't hate it, but just those dreams that you can feel so much. Like that's what sucks.
Oh yeah, those like super like heavy dreams.
Yeah, or like I don't know. But I think like part of it has to be the way you're sleeping. Like I bet like if like the fear or like the thing in your dream where you're like falling and stuff has to do with like your legs or something, like going numb maybe when you're sleeping. Maybe you like have them crossed or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you move a lot in your sleep?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I have no idea. I've always thought about setting up a camera and watching me for like a night, but
why haven't you? Are you scared?
No,
'Cause that's why,
I
'cause
just
that's
have
why I'm
it.
scared.
What do you think you're gonna see?
It's like a ghost or something.
Just hanging out, or
Like,
what do you think they're gonna be doing?
Dude, I don't know.
What
I
what
don't
is
want
the
to find
scary
out.
part about the ghost?
Like, what if he's like, oh, he, she, what if it's like laying in bed or just watching me, or like I see something creepy, like doing something to me, like,
okay. So like, but what if you watch it and it's just a ghost there? Like, is that still creepy to you?
yeah, because I don't want a ghost.
But that's not their fault.
Well,
What if it's just like
they
they're
should have
just
some
vibing,
respect.
bruh?
They should have. They're just like
They can't leave. They're just like,
They could go to the
fuck.
living room, dude. What the hell?
What if there are ghosts already in there?
Bruh, imagine I record it and there's like a party.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck, this is the only place there's quiet.
They're like they're sitting on my knee.
They're like smoking, like right on the edge of your bed.
Oh my gosh, no, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I feel like that
what if I see
wouldn't
myself
scare
get
me.
like pulled off the bed?
Well, I hope you didn't feel it before you had to wake up and see it.
I see aliens take me
That's crazy.
and then just drop me back off.
Worse, what if you don't see anything? You just disappear and then
Oh my God.
reappear.
I like literally I'm gone.
That would be crazy.
Or if I see like some random person like go into my house and watch me sleep and then I see them leave.
Or someone coming out of like somewhere in your house already in the
oh my
side
gosh,
the house.
they're like I see them come out of under my bed.
yeah,
They're like,
you know, and they go
Yeah.
eat and stuff. Like that's so scary.
Yes.
I don't know. I think like I know that I probably murmur a lot or I talk a lot because I'll have full-fledged conversations and not remember any of them.
Yeah. I always like think it's so funny. I think I've talked about it before too when you're like falling asleep like and like you're like really really tired and you're just like and then like I'll like hear myself and I'm like
Oh, like you heard yourself like muttering something?
no, like I do like a like a groan kind of thing and then I've noticed so like when people are around me and they're like really tired and we're hanging out and like maybe we're watching like a movie or a TV or something and they start to doze off, they also go like
Oh,
yeah.
I've not noticed that yet.
Yeah. But that's like my very sleepy friends that are like me, like always on the go.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, you should do it. You should do it and I'll do it. We should do it on a sleepover.
Record us sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. What if it's just a ton of farting? Because you know, like
And then-
people be really farting.
And then
it
plot
up in their
twist your
sleep.
partner, like set it up. He's just making fart noises.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Do you ever drool?
Only when I'm really, really, really exhausted. Like when I'm exhausted and I'm like not trying to sleep and I like doze off and then I like feel a little bit of drool and I'm like, ugh, gross. I hate how tired I am right now.
Mm.
Yeah. Are you a drooler?
No, it doesn't really happen. But if it does, I don't think there's any reason for it. Like, I
Okay.
don't think it's because I'm so tired or anything like that. I think it's just like random.
Okay.
What else? You ever woken yourself up like kicking? Like you like kick and you wake up. You're like, whoa, like
Yeah.
that shit
But,
is
like-
so scary.
But like, are you kicking or did you fall in your dream? Or you ever
Well,
have, like,
usually in the dream is
falling-
because you're like doing something with like you're jumping or you're falling or you're whatever, and then your body's like,
Well, you never have them when you're not dreaming at all, like when you're falling asleep.
yeah. Well, like at the very beginning of falling asleep, though.
Yeah.
Like I like
I
felt.
haven't-
Well, at least it felt like I just closed my eyes and then I fucking jolt up because I
Yeah.
kicked. One time I did that shit on a glass table. That shit fucking hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I've never actually like kicked my leg though. I just have the sensation of falling.
No. Yeah. Straight up kicks.
Like-
Kicks my legs out.
That's scary.
Like,
yeah.
Like whole
Yeah, oh,
body
that's
like
crazy.
launches.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. You ever had a night terror?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
What do you mean? Like what?
Like what
Oh,
does
like
a
what-
night terror like feel like?
Just like a really, really scary dream, and like when you wake up, you're like maybe covered in sweat, or you're like heart's pounding really fast, or like you wake up yelling or crying or something. You know what I mean?
I've definitely had this.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But like do you usually remember yours?
Just like I think when I wake up, or if they're really, really like scary, because I'm really good at remembering my dream like right after.
Uh-huh.
And usually like scary ones I like to tell people, so I'll remember it at least for a few days because I tell
Yeah.
so many people.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about doing a dream journal. I just always forget.
Do you ever think like because of our like our inability to really see like all of our dreams and understand what all of them, like what happened in all of them, because I feel like sometimes like what we're remembering is bits and pieces of a bunch of different dreams instead of like just one major dream, because they say you have so many
Yeah.
dreams, and like when you wake up, the thing you're remembering is also, there's a good chance that it's not even 100%
It's just a
accurate.
recollection. I don't know, because most of the dreams I remember is just like the last few sequences of my dream, and they're usually like out of a movie type deal, like you're watching something.
Hmm.
Because like, and dreams are kind of like from third person view, unless you're like having a lucid dream where you're like this. You know what I mean?
The first person, yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, sorry, I was like showing the fake camera.
Well, because you said third person,
Yeah.
then you go to like
Yeah,
a physical
this.
object.
This.
Yeah, you're like this.
Yeah. Yeah, first person. Sorry, I forgot you guys can't see us. But yeah, so I don't know. For you, is it like the same? Like, is it third person dreams, first person dreams? And then like, I know some people only dream in black and white, which I think is crazy.
Well, that's what I was. Okay, there's a couple things I can remember when you're saying that. Is like my idea of dreams is so funny because I think that like, well, I wonder how like it works with people like you, like with the whole imagination thing. Like, it's so funny that you
No,
can have like a movie like dream, but
Well,
you
that's-
can't think
yeah.
of movie like things.
Yeah,
But your
that's-
brain literally is doing
No,
that.
yeah, like that. I can see
That's
the
so
movie.
interesting,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
know. I
mean?
hate it.
But like also, wait, what did you just ask me? Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
like, how do yours
the
look?
perspectives.
Yeah.
Well, I
Perspective,
definitely
colors.
feel like I have color, but there's definitely been black and white. I feel like I definitely remember some black and white.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I've
things.
ever had a black and white dream that I can remember.
That's crazy. I feel like I definitely remember some black and white.
Yeah. Maybe black and white's only for people who could see stuff in their head.
That's like extra.
It's
in
like,
the
oh, this is
dream
like
world.
an add-on. Yeah.
But it's usually, I feel like it's usually third person, like you're saying. But I've definitely had a couple first person dreams that I can vaguely remember.
Yeah.
I feel like the ones where I'm being chased or I die or something like that,
Yeah.
is first person.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like for the most part.
Okay.
But I've never had a lucid dream enough to be conscious, like aware of,
Okay.
and be able to
Yeah.
edit anything in my dream ever.
Yeah. It's because you got to remember to like
Look
like
at
to
your
ground
fingers
yourself in the
and-
dream.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Check
I'm
the
also like,
time.
you have to be aware that you're dreaming in order to like be like, oh, I'm gonna look at my hands or look at the
Yeah.
time. Like
Well,
that's in
It's
itself
'cause
a fucking
it's like-
mental
it's like
gymnastic.
it's like a thought you have, and you're like, oh, I might be dreaming, and you like lift up your hands. You're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely.
yeah,
dreaming.
I've never
Because
in my
like
dream been
sometimes
able
you're
to do
missing
that.
digits and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like,
Because that's
or
what
like
they
you
say.
look
Like
at a
normal things
clock,
are not normal.
you like
'cause
look
your
at a
brain
clock.
can't.
It's one time, and you look like again. It's like hours later, but you literally just turned your head, or like none of the clocks match up or something.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a lucid dream in a while, but I do recall seeing this like product. It was so long ago, but it's like this like headband or like eye band that you'll wear to bed. And then when you're in REM, it changes the color
Okay.
on top of your eyes. So in your dream, essentially you'll see like, I think it was a red light. You'll see the red light kind of
and you'll
overcasted.
know.
And like that's like signaling to your brain like, oh, you're dreaming.
Okay.
And I was like, oh,
All
that's
right,
an interesting
all right.
product.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
But yeah, I never saw it take off. So maybe like a lot of people didn't really care for it, or maybe
it
it wasn't
didn't
like
work as well as
yeah, or like
it was
maybe
being
there wasn't
promoted.
enough people that like maybe I feel like that's something you have to train your brain to do, and
I feel like you
maybe
still have to
people
be conscious of
people weren't like willing to do the work to try to like
that. Well, because you imagine if you live in like a busy city and
Yeah.
like lights are always coming in through your window
Yeah.
or something. It's like I feel like that wouldn't really have an effect on
Yeah.
your brain right
unless
away.
you got blackout lights, blackout curtains.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love dreams. I love going to sleep. But I feel like it's crazy that we don't remember most of our dreams.
Yeah, because we have like 1,000 dreams
A
a night.
gajillion, trillion, billion. Yeah, I don't know. But also, like, I don't know. It's funny that there's like people who are really good at dream interpretations.
Yeah.
It's like really crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I bought a dream interpretation book that I have at home. So hit my line, Des, not you guys.
I always hit up this one specific friend who's always been really good
Yeah.
has always been really accurate with mine. Like, at least I feel like
Yeah.
she'll tell me shit and I'm like, yeah, that is how I feel.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because then if you get into like the actual like crooks and crannies of it, then it's like, well, how did your teeth break? And what,
right.
what was
what
the
was the
order?
color of the thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh god, I don't fucking
Right.
Yeah.
But I will try to, like, if it's a dream that I want interpreted, I try to remember everything. But that's that thing I was telling you about. It's like sometimes, right, our memory deceives us.
Yeah.
And we don't know that we're, like, if we're remembering something we're remembering or something we input in our memory.
Yeah. True.
But pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Dream world, you know?
Yes, yeah.
I think that's what makes Shark Boy and Lava Girl so cool.
Oh my god, literally the whole time we've been talking about dreams, I've been thinking about the song.
Dream. I don't want to get us canceled or like sued by Disney or whatever.
It's not
Is it
even
not Disney?
No.
It's not? It's not on Disney Plus?
I don't think so. It's definitely not a Disney movie.
I thought I watched it on Disney.
Really?
My bad.
Unless it is.
I don't know. I thought I
But
did.
I don't think it is. Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah, look it
Okay,
up.
I was gonna look it up. But I was gonna say, a little unrelated while you look that up, I was looking at like a video that was talking about how like MIT like did a study and it shows like it just proved that ChatGPT is shutting your brain down when
It's
you're
not.
using it.
Oh, great. I'm glad you brought this up because I had an assignment about this.
Oh, okay. But basically just saying like they use like the ECG scans of students
Yep.
while they're using ChatGPT to fill in the papers and your brain kind of just goes like blank
Yep.
while you're doing it, and then there's no cognitive function.
Yes.
So after you don't remember anything, so your brain's just like
It's
going
too
on
simple.
sleep mode.
It's too easy.
And it's like making your brain basically like
Because you don't have
deteriorate.
to think. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to think. They're also saying that it is causing a lack of empathy, that they've
Oh,
seen a
interesting.
decline since to the 2000s because of our phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that people who use their social medias and use like AI a lot and stuff like that,
Yeah.
they're having a lack of empathy because they don't have face-to-face conversations as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because go back to episode 1. I'm pretty sure we've talked about like in episode 1 or 2 or something like that about like how we're still like not even seeing the full effects of like the children who had to go online learning
Yeah.
during COVID and weren't getting that social interaction during those really formative young years, and how we're still barely ever going to see like that effect because they're going to grow up soon. They're going
Yeah.
to be adults and they're going to have kids, and like how are they going to teach them? Because obviously empathy is taught. So if you never really fully develop it, how can you teach it?
Yeah.
And it's just like really interesting. Like, yeah, but yeah, I saw that too. That the fucking, yeah, I saw that. It's pretty interesting that like, because that's not how you learn things, right? So it's
Yeah,
like
well, and that's the
crazy
thing
that
it
these
says
students
that-
are using it.
That 63% of students who use AI in writing their essays
Yeah.
cannot recall one sentence of the whole essay
Right.
they just wrote.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, people aren't doing it to learn. People are just doing it to pass school to get their degree.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of fucked up though, because it's like, I don't know. I mean, like my teachers are pretty like, I don't know how they know. I don't know how these people are using these things in passing, because it's like I feel like all teachers have access to things that like scan for shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I did see this like one student, one TA, and he was like showing how like for the professor he's assisting, how first they put it into whatever to see if it's plagiarized, and then after that they upload it into another program, and it literally shows like the typing sequence. You see like how it's typed, backspacing, whatever. So then they just see like if people are just pasting.
Right, because
Pasting.
mine can tell when I paste stuff, because like I'll paste the questions that they asked me back in there, and they'll be like, "Oh, could you please retype it?"
Yeah.
Because they're like, you know, because it
Yeah.
just comes out flagged.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't understand how people are going through
Yeah.
their courses and literally having like I don't know. There's a bunch of different apps
Yeah.
that do it, and
I'm
like
pretty
browser
sure, yeah.
things that you
I-
can get
yeah.
that fucking write shit for you.
I know. I'm pretty sure there's probably like some type of extension that'll like take your Chat GPT answers and like make it look like it's being typed out or something. I have no idea.
That's probably true. See,
Yeah.
I'm not
No, yeah,
savvy enough.
The new Simpsons episode is literally like the school trying to crack down on the kids using cheat GPT in
Cute.
school. Yeah, yeah. So
not only is it destroying our water that we have for drinking, but also cities, but also your mind.
And then also really, I guess, okay, which did we talk about Sora last time or no? Last week? I can't remember.
I can't remember Sora.
But Sora's the newest AI that has came out. And with it, a lot of people are getting with their videos. Even it's funny though, because a lot of them say Sora up here on they have the little watermark, so you know it's an AI. There's like videos of, I guess there's been like a viral old lady and she's feeding a grizzly bear, and it's a bunch of like videos of this lady fighting with the police, like, no, I'm gonna keep feeding this grizzly bear, it's blank, whatever his name is, like, he's good, he comes, like, blah 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 blah. And so people were following this, like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, whatever, and are like realizing, like, oh my god, like, this isn't real.
They thought it was real.
Yeah. And like a whole lot more people think it's real than it's not, because Sora AI is actually pretty good. Like, it looks really nice. Like, for like the videos that were going around a few months ago, where it's like it turned into a dog or like something dumb.
Well,
but then someone said, this is your guys' fault for everyone who made these dumb videos. You're teaching the AI learning machine how to make them everything accurate and whatever.
Well, they're saying just posting online is teaching AI, because all the AI is pulling from the online web. So posting your art without fucking, even with watermarks, is still being stolen by fucking AI. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. We just saw a video. Me and you saw a video of some like deep fake AI stuff, you know, kind of thing. Like, it was more silly for sure. It was more obvious.
Obviously
but with this
fake.
stuff, it's like, this is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of this podcast. That it is getting to the point where I'm so scared for future generations. Yeah. Because just having your photo as a Facebook profile will get you, someone can make a deep fake of you doing anything. And just like Jess said, like, these people are mostly believing it. People are believing it and not even taking a second thought, not using their critical thinking to fucking even try and break down, is this real or not?
Yeah. Even those videos I showed to someone and they're like, oh, that's not real.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I also feel like, though, I have the wherewithal and have been like training, obviously, to see stuff like that and more pointed out. I feel like if you're not trying to see what AI looks like, then maybe, you'll fall for it a little bit more. But this is only the beginning. Like, I'm not just talking about like fucking porn deep fakes or fucking robbery deep fakes and fucking crimes and stuff, but like also like, this is gonna, like, I guess like crimes, like, people are gonna be able to use this against their fucking baby mamas and baby daddies and be like, this is what they were doing on this night. Actually, here's a video proof. And like,
and like, you don't know. So California just passed either a law or, I like didn't read it all the way, just kind of breezed through it, but basically they passed, I think it is a law, but whatever, saying that like anything, like, people need to be like, it's against the law to not put like how AI it is or like what it is, because it says people need to know where these sources are coming. People aren't as intelligent as ever, like, you know, different levels of intelligence. Some people don't know. And people are gonna get swindled and stuff. But like, speaking of this, I don't know if you've seen the paper yet, but it was that, you know, on Peacock, the Office spin-off type deal. There is an episode where one of the girls in it is getting basically catfished by, it's freaking, what's his face from Lost? I can't think of his name.
Which one? Sawyer? No.
Is it Sawyer? I think it is Sawyer. But, and like, she's like, no, it's real. And like, their news article that they're covering is like, oh, all these people are getting swindled by this guy. And she's like, oh, not me.
I have to go get
I sent him so much money, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, look, he sent this video. And then it's like a paid, like it's not even an AI thing, but it's a freaking, what is it? A cameo?
Like the dollar. Yeah.
So someone paid for a cameo
of that actor.
And so he does it, just like doing it. And then she's like, see. But then one of the other people pays for another cameo saying like, oh, like, I'm sorry. Like, it's not me. Like, I'm not the one, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like just stuff like that. People
Yeah.
can get like
People are already
Yeah.
getting swindled. So now with this whole like even more realistic artificial intelligence, we're getting like these people are able to sit back. Like people are gonna start having fucking call center type shits, but
Yeah.
all dedicated to using AI
Yeah.
to fucking swindle people.
Yeah.
So like really be on the lookout. Like I really can, and it really shocked me when people our age or younger aren't aware, because I feel like we have to be the most aware. We're on
But
that
you know
stuff.
what? It's like I feel like most people, like, you're a little bit younger than me, but I feel like people in between our age either really know technology or really don't. Because it's like, I feel like everyone younger than me that I helped can't do like basic troubleshooting on a computer or on like a phone.
But I feel like that's because, and that might have to do with this whole AI thing too, though. Like, because everything's so simplified and easy, and everything's just given to them. They don't even think to like
Yeah.
turn things off and turn it back on or whatever.
Well,
you
and
know?
like, so the whole like thing that like I think it was like a researcher said was because like that generation didn't grow up with computers. Like we grew up in the boom of it, and like a lot of people didn't. Like they grew up to apps, and like everything's there. So like it's
Right.
very
the
single
app
service.
generation, everything's
Yeah.
ready to go and
So
at
they
your
don't
fingertips.
know basic troubleshooting and
Right.
stuff, which it's like, so it's like our generation just got off because everyone above us doesn't know and everyone under us is like lost.
Right, but I feel like unless we're trying to keep up with it, it is kind of like what we know is kind of being phased out, and everything that they know and have at their fingertips are like is the now, and I don't understand that either, because
Yeah.
I'm not like, I have no fucking idea. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
No idea how to do stuff, but I at least know how to look out for AI. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
suggest training your eye, you guys. There's like
Yeah.
videos you can find too of like people who would be like literally test your AI knowledge. Like
yeah.
it's pretty interesting because like sometimes you do get caught and you're like, fuck, what? Like that's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, and it's because like they fix the fingers, like
Yep.
hands look more real, like even the eyes, like facial features, like a lot of it's looking a lot
There's no more
real.
like it's the, and then like if there's movement to the video, I feel like that's when it starts getting kind of like sketchy nowadays, because
Yeah.
things will phase into each other. But now they're kind of fixing it where
No,
it
it's
does
like
not
pretty
phase
cleaned
into
up.
each
Like
other.
a lot of the videos of those Sora videos like look pretty legit. Like if
Yeah.
it doesn't say Sora, and like when you back out, they'll say AI generated, and
Right.
like, you know, you have the option to AI tag stuff, which you should be, because like don't fool people, you know. And like I think maybe through people watching those videos, maybe they can get an idea of like, oh, this isn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Careful with your power on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like can be fun and stuff and goofy, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But like you said, like, well, first of all, you're wasting all the water. Stop fucking wasting all the
Yeah,
water.
yeah,
But
which-
secondly, no, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was to say, which I was actually talking to someone recently about that, and they didn't know that AI uses water.
Well, it's not just
And
water. It's potable water. It's the water
Yeah.
we use to drink and
Yes.
stuff, you guys. There's a limited amount of that.
Yes.
Like, it might seem like a lot when you look at it, but like,
because
there's
then
a lot
everyone's like,
of
well, the whole world's made of water. It's like, yeah, but we can't
drink that.
it.
I know. I
Yeah.
had a conversation with somebody who was like, well, why haven't we figured out how to drink ocean water? And I said, because it's so salty. Like, you drink
Yeah.
it and you just need more water. You get dehydrated. That's
Yeah.
why they say, even if you're fucking dehydrating out in the middle
Like,
of the ocean,
don't
don't drink
drink
the
it,
water.
yeah.
You'll just die. And like, they were like, no way. Like, you have to be able to drink it. They're like, I've drinking ocean water before. And I was like, no, you haven't. I promise you haven't. And they were like, no, I haven't. And then like through further discussion, it was like, oh no, they have not ever drinking ocean water. It was
They're like,
literally
have you ever tried that Fiji water?
which is so crazy to me. Like, and it's, I mean, not everything is common knowledge.
Yeah.
Not everything is just like whatever. So I don't expect people to know that AI does that, especially
Yeah.
when they're using like fucking Google AI and stuff, and they don't even
Yeah.
think about it because
Well,
it's just input
'cause-
into the stuff.
Yeah, because then people are like, oh, I'm not using like Chat GPT. And I'm like, yeah, but then everyone's coming up with an AI. Google Gemini.
Yeah, Google Gemini.
Apple has Siri.
Mhm.
Bing has
The new, I don't know.
I
But
can't
they're-
even think of
yeah.
their name either.
But also like doing the fucking, those little fucking Facebook
trends.
if you were this, what would you look like? And it's using your photo, it's training it to an AI, and it's turning it into something else. Your photo is now being used in multiple AIs across an AI system. That's like something that other people aren't considering either. They're just doing it because they think it's a fun, like, little tricky gimmick thing, not even realizing that. Or if they put their kids, now your fucking kids are on there. Do you know what people are using AI for? Horrible, horrible shit sometimes. Don't put your kids on there, please.
Okay, so I was playing one of those little phone games. Unfortunately, it's a fucking ad game. If you want to, like, you know, like, you don't need to, but like sometimes, like, oh, this one ad will help.
You'll have to wait forever if you don't.
So I did a little ad, and it's this, I can't remember what it's called. It's AI something app, and it's like this little AI girl, and she's like, "Hi, my name is blank. I can do anything you want, and I'm not going to tell anyone." It says, and she's like, "You can make me look like whoever you want." And I, like, basically gearing towards being a sex bot that you can make into anybody. Into anyone
like
you want.
Like your roommate or your friend.
Like, so,
or
like,
you know,
someone famous.
Or
you're
a
like,
child,
oh, you know.
or a celebrity or
So, and I was like, interesting. And it's like, and don't worry, I won't tell anyone. And I'm like,
but okay, a few, like, not a few, but like episodes and episodes ago when we were talking about AI again, like, because this is a thing that we're probably always going to have to talk about because it's just common. But like, we were talking about that kid that was prompted by AI to kill himself.
Yes.
And that's another big thing that people aren't realizing is, like, it's really not human at all, you guys. Like, if you ask it, it could prompt you to kill yourself because it doesn't know the difference. It just knows, like, it's giving a response.
Yes.
And with the way that the internet is and how insane it is, there's also like a lot of statistics showing that trained AI using internet is fucking racist, it's misogynistic, it has a lot of ties to like Nazism right now because it's like such a big thing that people are talking about on the internet and acting like on the internet because there's a lot of people who are like edgy and different or people who feel emboldened by this presidency and who are very much out loud and proud about it on the internet, and the AI is being trained by that to give responses that are similar to that are biased in their response. They're not vetted, you guys, and a lot of people that use it for like fact checking and stuff like that don't even realize it's not fucking foolproof. It's not smart. It's literally just trained, which does not equal smart. Like, it doesn't. And like using Google AI Gemini, like, for example, like you can Google something, and if that shit comes up, I beg you to please not use it. Use one of the sources that comes up because that shit will be fucking wrong. You can be absolutely 100% wrong because it's pulling from multiple areas of the internet. It could be pulling from Reddit where some guy said something and it was wrong. You know, but it's giving it to you as an option because it's what you asked for. So like, use critical thinking. Don't take the first answer that comes up always because that doesn't mean that it's right. And like, actually think for yourselves. Like, stop using AI. It's just damaging everything.
Agreed. And it just sucks because like the way it's heading, like it's just gonna be integrated in everything. Anyway, so you at some point you will have to use a baseline of AI, but you don't have to be doing like all the trends or like you making out with a random person or
the results of the study that just brought up and like that I was talking about. At the end of it all they're saying too is to be conscious of the way that you use your cellular devices, your internet, your laptops, your iPads, everything. Just be conscious of how you use things. I'm not saying that you're never going to run into AI. Like Jess said, like, it's so popular and it's only being more popular. Like, it's going to be in your workplace probably. It's going to be like when you go out to eat sometimes. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is AI too, you know? And like, I'm not like saying you're a shitty person if you've ever used AI, but like, be conscious of it because it is damaging your fucking prefrontal cortex. It is damaging your fucking brain. It's making it smoother. And you're losing your fucking connection to other people. Like, have face-to-face conversations. Put your phone away. Put your phones down. Because it's literally actually fucking proven to be taking people away from others and connective. They're saying if it's in your pocket and if it's in your peripherals, you're not connected to the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
Because you can't be. Your brain literally just can't connect to your phone and the person you're talking to.
Which unless you're like really someone, because there is people who are like avidly not on their phone and avidly not even online. People who like just don't do that. So those people, yeah, but a majority, there's actually, I saw it on a news segment. It was a clip from, I can't remember what news station, but they're talking about the new TikTok trend, raw dogging life. And the trend is like, you'll see someone recording themselves and they're just like an hour, just like doing nothing, being bored. And like, that's a trend to help, like Gen Z's doing it as a trend to help like try to help their, I can't think of the word, oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? The amount of time you'll pay attention to something.
Oh, your attention span?
Thank you. God damn, the word was hard. But yeah, so they're like, oh, doing this to like get an attention span, or like, because that's like the biggest like argument, and like a lot of the research that a lot of people are doing is that like people are never bored. Like people won't be bored,
right? Because they don't allow them to. They allow themselves to.
They'll like
and they're saying being alone with yourself is how you develop critical thinking skills, because that's how you become a more creative thinker. When you can't think and sit alone by yourself, your brain literally just like Jess said, it turns off. Like you constantly have things going on. And they say people that use multiple screens at a time, watching TV and they're on their phone or playing video games and they have something playing, like whatever it is, using multiple things at once is deteriorating it faster. Your attention span and your empathy is the biggest one. They're having like children who are born with cell phones in their hands, basically bullying other children in school, and then when they're being confronted about it and told like, hey, how do you feel about like you made this person cry, they're so robotic and they don't give a fuck. And it's because they can't, their brain is like God, like it's dissolving. And like we've talked about this too, the more you use your cell phones and stuff like that and you get those like highs or whatever from using it, the buzz of like, what is it, oxytocin and fucking whatever else, you have a limited amount of really good feelings in your brain, unfortunately. And when you're constantly using them, especially at a young age, and they say if you use your phone right before bed, you are using up a lot of your, there's a specific one, endorphin, that I'm thinking of, but I cannot think of it right now. But it's the, happy one. And like when you use your phone before bed, you're literally using so much of it, and then you go to bed. Serotonin. Okay. You go to bed and you wake up and you have less for the next day. So kids who are doing that are actually like doing what, like, it's like drug users. They're literally injuring their brains because they're using so much of the fucking serotonin before bed, waking up and not having enough for the next day, going through the whole day, doing it again, and just depleting their serotonin levels over and over and over again, causing them to grow up to be really sad, really angry, and that's why our suicide rates are increasing. So like, consider that. I know that it's like a lot of parents, and this doesn't make you a bad parent, have used like iPads and TVs and whatever to get your kid to calm down or whatever, to like sit still for 2 seconds, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, in the long run, like consider their mental health, because it's really doing a lot of damage. And like as an adult too, consider your mental health. So I again will repeat to please use all of your electronics in a very intentional way. And like if you do have a problem being on your phone, limit your time. Like that's a thing you can do on your phone. So there's really no excuse for like, I can't say not an excuse for being addicted to your shit, because a lot of people are addicted to their phones and stuff, and social media specifically is what people are addicted to.
Yeah.
But it's fucking killing us. Like I don't understand how else to like say it, and like how else to be like, you should care about it. Like if you still don't care about it because it's just who you are, it's like your life, you're like whatever. Like I don't know. Like I guess like social media superstars or whatever probably can't just give up their phone, you know? But like those people aren't happy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up to you, I guess, whatever kind of life you want to live. Do you want to be depleted of all your serotonin and shit by the time you're fucking 40 and want to kill yourself? Or do you want to fucking use your phones and shit smartly and not feel that way when you're 40? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that. Or do you want to like destroy like cities in Mexico, and do you want to destroy cities here because you want to keep using AI for dumb reasons?
Yeah.
Like, how do I crack an egg? You know?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna say there's also a lot of like studies coming out about like how sensitive everyone is.
Like emotionally, or
Yeah, like emotionally, and how like there's like zero tolerance for like any bullying nowadays and stuff like that. And like there's something like cognitively that happens to you when you're never like, not that like you should feel those things, but like there's like something happens to where like if you don't know how to resolve those issues on your own, like sometimes you're like, you know, versus back in the day when people would get bullied, like they like had to, you know, deal
Pick up
with
for
it
themselves.
and like go away and
Sure.
like whatever, and like people were kind of like shamed into like telling people, and now it's like the opposite. So like your brain does like this one thing where like basically it's like skipping a whole like cognitive function because you're not staying in the uncomfortable situation at all. It's just like as soon as something happens, like I'm not doing this, and then people are, you know, cancel culture, whatever, and like people aren't like, they're just fast forwarding the uncomfortness that they need to go through. So there's studies about that coming out as well. Yeah, interesting.
I think it's important to also realize that everybody's life and all these studies and everything else are so not broadened. Like they're all so
Yeah.
specific to certain things and people. Like they're only looking at a certain group of people
Yeah.
when we look at these tests and stuff like that. So like keep that in mind, but also like everybody suffers from this one particular bias, and it's like escaping my mind right now, but it's basically whatever you can think of. Like it's like you can only relate to a thing or think of anything with the ability that you have. So like
Yeah.
the first thing that comes to your mind. So if you talk about like I guess the easiest example would be like Republicans and liberals. Like you look at like some people would think Republican, and then they think, well, all Republicans must be this and this and this, because that's what my brain thinks of, because that's the examples that I've had. Same
Yeah.
with liberals, same thing, like same thing. And people in partisans, like stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, and since everyone suffers from that bias of always being only able to relate to what they can bring up in their own mind, it's like everything is so to each their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To each their own, honestly. To each their own. Cause like also like I'm sure there's people who still aren't skipping that cognitive function even if they aren't getting bullied at school because they have siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
but like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and then I know that like there's like a study where like siblings aren't even like spending time together at all because they're just like on their phones or like doing video games or
In that thing I read about the whole cell phone thing and the lack of empathy, they literally quoted two children. One of them was like 8 years old, and they were saying that like they had to beg their dad to get off their phone during dinner.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like a 14-year-old boy saying like when he grows up, he does want to have a family, but he wants to do it opposite from his family, which is no phones at the table.
Yeah.
And like no phones when you do stuff together. If you're at a sporting event, you're not on your phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's low-key so sad. Like, because
Yeah.
kids notice these things. You're not present, and
Yeah.
they need that to function and to become a good person.
Yeah.
Kids need you to pay attention to
Yeah.
them, and that's not what we're doing. So no shit, they're gonna just like grow up and be like fucking angry, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
But did you figure out if that was a Disney movie?
it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think
It
so.
is not a Disney movie. It's a not
Par-
Paramount. It's some other, the large corporations, but it's not Disney.
Is it DreamWorks?
No, it was the one with the lion, Golden Gate.
Golden Gate? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I was like, definitely. Metro
3.8 out of 10.
Goldwyn Company.
20% Rotten Tomato.
Dang.
2.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I feel like it should have a little bit higher
you
of
know
a
what?
rating.
Because you know why? Because when that movie came out, Letterboxd probably wasn't a thing, and we were too little. We weren't on there to give our 5 out of 5.
Everyone go on there and go give them 5 stars. Right
Everyone on
now.
Letterboxd, get on there and rate this movie the 5 it deserves.
Literally, because by the time you all vote 5, it'll average out.
Yeah. It like soars. They're like an article comes out for some reason. Shark Boy and Lava Girl back in theaters.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy world. Crazy world.
I saw him. Did we
Yeah.
talk about it?
No.
Okay, I saw him.
No.
Did you see him?
Yes.
Okay,
remember I saw him before you?
yeah. So I saw him.
And
Well, what did you think about it again?
remember, I think I rated it like a 2.5 because I didn't know what it was about.
Okay.
And for not knowing what it was about, I guess it wasn't like a terrible movie.
Okay.
But I wasn't like elated with
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I went into the movie like hoping it was gonna be really great because I love the Wayans brothers and Marlon Wayans is one of my favorites for
Yes.
sure. So I was really excited to see him in a movie that he wasn't like writing or anything and it was supposed to be a serious thing. And I was like, yes, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait. But then I go and I watch it and he was the only one giving. He was the only one giving. The main character was so like, meh, like, I don't care. My
I feel
dad.
like, yeah, I was gonna be like, I feel like
And he was like,
he, but wasn't he the main character? Like, isn't that
No.
main character supposed to be like, yeah, he's the main character, but not really?
no, he had to be the main character because of the ending.
Yeah, but like,
That's the main character. They
I
survive
guess,
everything.
I guess. Not in this,
That's
not in
literally
this
the
world.
point of the movie.
Not in
Literally,
this
the point of
world.
the movie is him. If you haven't seen the trailer, it's about a guy who wants to be a successful football player, and he gets to meet his favorite football player. And then when you watch the movie, without spoiling anything, he just gets the chance to like work out with him and like train to become on that team, basically.
Yeah.
And it's his like dream come true. Anyway, it gets really intense. I thought it was whack as fuck in the middle of the movie. I was like, what is even the point of anything that I'm watching right now? This all feels fucking convoluted and dumb. I was like, this all feels so fucking forced and like not actually like necessary at all or prevalent to the story. But I love the soundtrack, love the ending. And the beginning, I was like, yeah, it's pretty like, but then
Yeah.
I like the ending because it kind of switched up from being like trying to be so try hard and fucking, we're serious, this is a scary fucking tough movie to like hilarious, you know? And once it
Yeah.
got fucking hilarious, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm
Which
into
see, and I
it.
didn't even know it was supposed to be like something because I didn't see any trailers. Like,
Yeah.
I just,
I mean, I just
I
feel
thought
like
it was
the
just
vibe
like
of the
a-
movie is
like a
definitely
horror
supposed to be
comedy.
serious. Well, I didn't feel like there was really any comedy to the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
At all. Like, none of it was funny. And then, like, the ending is the only thing that's funny. And I was like, okay, finally, like, thank you for, like, not taking yourself so seriously because it was such a fucking... It was so, I don't even know. And then I was telling my friend who I went with, I was like, you know, honestly, maybe it's because I don't give a fuck about anything to this level. Like, because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
seems to be like the main point was like, there's people who really give a
Yeah.
fuck to this level.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't relate. So, like, maybe that's why I don't find it so interesting or so scary or so anything
yeah.
because it's just not in my wheelhouse of shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I just the person I went to go see it with, their complaint was like, why didn't the main character ever say anything? Like, why didn't they ever just speak out? And I was like, yeah, what was that about?
Yeah.
What was that about, I guess?
Internal battles. Got to make the dad proud, the mom proud. Can't let them down.
But I don't think that even like really came through. Like, if that's the point of like him not saying anything, make that the point of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's not the point of the movie. And also, like, I literally seriously love Marlon Wayans. His acting, I was like, yes.
yeah, you know,
Yes.
did you listen to the podcast I sent you, or did I send it to you?
Which one?
Where he and the other guy are on Shits and Gigs and they interview them.
Oh, and he talks about how it came out at the same time as the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, but how he was talking about how the gun thing was impromptu when he's deep throating the gun. And I
That's
was
funny.
like-
No, I did not see that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because there was a couple times where like because I thought the movie visually very stunning for the most part.
Yeah.
Except for when they actually did like physical interactions.
Yeah.
And then it did like some weird ass Mortal Kombat X-ray shit.
Yeah. I was thinking it was like giving like Illuminati, like rise to the top,
it definitely
blah, blah, blah.
was.
And then like, I don't know, I just thought it was like horror comedy because like it wasn't so scary and there was like little like, I don't know, like in my head a horror comedy doesn't have to be funny the whole time, but just like a little bit of comedy in there. So like that's why I was like a horror comedy, because like there is some parts where like the theater is cracking up and I was like, really?
Well, I didn't have a full theater when I went, thankfully.
Okay.
But I will say, because that would have been dumb to me. Because I didn't feel like any of it was funny, not even a little bit at the beginning, like at all. There's
Yeah.
even like a couple scenes where I was like, I felt like they kind of just gloss over. Like, I don't want to say anything too specific, but like when they're outside and they're shooting,
Yeah.
and then like it's very obviously what happened,
Yeah.
and no comment about that at all. And I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think that horror has to be scary to be horror. I think that horror is just an overarching genre, and there's a bunch of subgenres, and this one is one of those social commentary ones. Like you said, it's supposed to be definitely about the Illuminati. It's supposed to be about super fans. It's about the lengths that people go through to be famous, to get what they want.
Yeah.
What were you willing to give up?
Yeah.
Go guts, no glory. And I thought, okay, and like the funniest part to me, I think what really made me like cock my head back and be like, what the fuck am I watching? Is when he was in his face, and this is all I'm gonna say exactly from the movie, but when he's like, what do you care about? What do you care about?
Yeah.
And he's like, my family, God, football. And he's like, yeah, well, for me, it's football, family, God. I was like, okay, dude. All right. I was like, what the fuck? It's the same thing he said. It's just in a different order, guys.
Well, that's why he's like, cause
I know, but it's corny and it didn't land well for me. I thought that was funny, and it wasn't
people
supposed
were
to be.
Cheering in the theater.
Dude, it cringes me out.
Well,
like I was like, boo.
And you know, like what the first part people really laughed at was the football scene
where he's hitting his
with
that guy.
Yes,
that's also in the trailer. So, but I won't say anything.
Okay.
But it is in the trailer. But like, when I finally got to that scene, because I've obviously seen the trailer, I wanted to know what the fuck that was about. I was excited for it.
Yeah.
I get to that scene, that's happening, and I was like, that's supposed to be his motivation?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, and then he kind of just like, and it's not even on him. It's literally on the other guys too. Like, if they don't do their part, then how's that on him? How is he supposed to give a fuck about that? Like, I don't know. And so like that kind of was like, I was kind of like, okay. I mean, like, I thought the visuals though, and I thought, I think the whole point of that scene is the lengths that people will go to for people who are famous, like, and to be known or to be a celebrity or even be near somebody who's like that.
Because he's like, it's an honor.
He's like, yeah, no problem. Like, sure, yeah, thank you. And then when he first introduces them and stuff, he's like, oh, just a bunch of fucking losers. Like, he doesn't even
like
give a fuck
who,
about
like,
them.
Don't give a shit about their life. Yeah,
they don't, because they only give a fuck about their lives because they're so fucking idolizing these people. It's like, it's nuts, but like it's kind of like flashback to when fucking Justin Bieber smoked weed when we were younger and people were cutting themselves.
Gosh,
it's like the same.
Why did I forget that happened in this lifetime?
It's like the same thing. I don't know, but like so I definitely enjoyed some aspects of the movie. I think I gave it the same rating. I think like when I first walked out, I was telling my friend like 3.5, and they were like, really? And I was like, and then we started talking about it, and I started talking about it. And I was
damn.
like 2.5. I was like,
you're like
2.5.
You're like, because Marlon's in it.
No, and I think that did cloud my mind a lot, because his acting was like the only thing that I really hold on to from the rest of the movie, because he was so in it. Even to the end, he was so like fucking full force in it. Like you said, that fucking impromptu scene, he really gave a fuck. He put his whole fucking Wayne-Nissy in that bitch, you know? But like the other characters, even his wife, even the main character, like nobody was giving that level of energy. And I think like he really stole the show, unfortunately, because he, you know. But 2.5.
Yeah. I just feel like people like that. I feel like that's just how their life is. Like they're just like always the center of everything, regardless who's around. Yeah. I was like, dang. His wife?
When he fucking, No, because what's her name? When she, at the end, when he says like about her dumb fucking eyebrows or whatever. Yeah. That shit cracked me up because I couldn't stop thinking that the entire movie. I was like, ugh. And then it like, But dude, there was some other girl in the scene, me and my friend who went to go see it, like, I think it was like a first girl that tells him like,
Come
hey,
here, yeah.
not her, not the wife, but the other one that's
Yeah.
like, I was like,
Yeah.
gorgeous. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, when she turned around, I
Yeah.
was no better than the man.
Oh,
I
no.
truly
Her bi
felt-
flag was flying.
I truly was like, what? Like my mouth dropped, and my friend like, and we look at each other. It's just like, yeah, wow, we both just saw one of the most
Nice.
beautifulest women ever.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for that, definitely check out the movie.
You're like, you get a timestamp. You're like, if you go to this time exactly, you'll see who
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Don't go to the bathroom during this time, or you'll miss it.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, guess what?
What?
I showed my partner Clueless for the first time.
Oh, okay.
You've seen it?
I haven't seen it as an adult, but I used to watch it a lot younger. So I remember like bits and pieces of it, but I haven't rewatched it recently.
As if. I love that movie because I think I especially love watching with people who haven't watched it before.
Yeah.
Because they never are expecting the Paul Rudd twist.
They
never expect the Paul Rudd twist. And so I was telling my friend about it, and they haven't watched it either. And I was like, I'm not telling you what happens. So I was like, we gotta watch it.
Yeah, I know. I haven't watched it. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, but
it's funny because when I was younger, I didn't. I'm like
Okay.
the opposite. Like I'll watch it once every year or something at least at the bare minimum, but like not when I was younger.
Yeah.
But okay. Anyway, what time is it, Jess?
It's time for the word of the day.
What time is it?
Time for the word of the day.
All right, let's get into it then.
It's like what is it? What did he say? Word of the day, slang and trending.
yeah.
Well, I'm slang and trending.
Funny.
Okay, our word of the day is coalesce.
Okay.
To coalesce is to come together to form one group or mass.
Nice.
Yes.
Coalesce.
And tabbing over to slang. Okay, at number 1, we have 6'7", a nonsensical expression connected to a
I'm
song
shocked.
and a basketball player. In number 2, we have I don't know if it's 41 or 41.
Okay.
It says a nonsense expression used by teens.
Another one. They came out with another number one.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's 41 or 41. Maybe 41 because it's 2 numbers next to each other, but in the picture it's like 41. It has a 4 and a 1.
Huh.
I don't know. But 41, 6'7", 41.
Okay.
Ooh, what if it's a crazy plot and then like at the end it's like a whole phone number? 6'7", 41.
888-219.
And number 3, we have brain rot, mindless digital content, the fixation on it, and the harmful mental effects of it.
What we were talking about today.
Yes. Ooh, and number 4, we have a new one. Chud, a fool, jerk, troll, etc.
I think that's from. Isn't that from that fucking Cyberpunk?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You fucking chud. Get out of here.
You chud.
Chud.
What if it's actually like really fucked up and it's like just giving us a basic definition?
I don't know. I feel
chud?
like it's been on point with all the other
Yeah,
ones.
no, it
It
definitely
is
has.
Merriam-Webster's. I'm pretty sure they vet their sources. And in number 5, we have Sigma, a coolly independent, successful man. Excellent, an internet nonsense word.
It says chud comes from the alt-right.
Interesting.
So, that's kind of like interesting.
Sometimes they got some bangers, I guess. I'm
Chud
just
is a
kidding.
slang term used online to refer to people who are considered far from socially normal and unpleasant to be around.
Yeah, a fool, jerk, troll, etc. Crazy.
Yeah, Chud Jack, Avatar Chud, and Giga Chud, as it was increasingly connected with the alt-right. It started in 2020.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting, actually.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to add anything else?
Yeah, we have stickers. Don't forget.
We have stickers.
We have for our new logo. If you haven't seen our new logo, look at our logo right now. It should be our new logo.
Yep.
And that is what the stickers look like. You can get die cut and you can get circle versions. The die cuts are clear plastic, so the edges of them you won't see them. The circle stickers are white plastic though, so they are still circle. Like
Yes.
you'll see the full circle.
You'll see the white in
Yeah.
the background. Yes.
Yes, but both are available. You can hit me or Jess up for
Yes.
them. And Thanks for joining us in the abyss. And with that being said, have a great day, great evening, and good night. Bye.